All right. Thursday night. Gonna pour myself a drink. It's darker than I don't know why I'm even having a conversation. Or someone might watch it back. It's a clarified cocktail I made today. It's very clear, but the color is darker than a lot of them are. And this smelled particularly good. And I had a little taste. It was yummy, but I thought it would taste nicer on ice. Just going to do that. Peel some orange peel. Wow, that was fucking shithouse. Even by my standards, the thing I'm not good at. Peeling citrus. Very basic bartender skill that I am not good at. That's a bit more like it. What was with that last bit? Although that was pretty shit too, quite honestly. On the sly. I'll just lift my shame out by myself. By myself. By myself. That in there too. Sigh. All right. Wait, that's just cherry syrup. Where's my freaking cherries? All the way over here. What are you doing over there, cherries? Hey, Celtic, how you doing? First regular in. Nice to see you. Got a cherry. All right. Just having chill. Not even making, well, not planning on making any cocktail videos tonight. We're all good, thank you, Kelly. I might end up making some videos tonight. It all depends. But I am initially just going to chill out and drink this. Oh my God, that's fucking fantastic. Oh, the Flaviers. It's maybe a bit too sweet, but damn, it's pretty good. Pretty darn good. So this is 34 films with 100% Rotten Tomatoes score. Actually want to see that. Okay. Going to do this, looking up this drink. Oh, that's weird. That doesn't usually happen. Okay, looking up the double barrel Winchester. Okay, do it tiki style. Do it tiki style in glass with pebbles. Okay, that's the thing I might make tomorrow. Just thought it was too full on. I didn't want to do it. Sorry. Okay. I should always share when I'm doing stuff. I will. Oh, look. First things first. If you ask me what this is, it's a clarified cocktail I made today. Like brandy and whiskey. And a couple of different sweeteners. And it's really fucking yum. But the thing I was looking at that I was initially going to make tonight, and then I don't know, I just kind of lost motivation. Double barrel Winchester. So it's a cocktail with 4 different gins in it. And a little bit of ginger syrup and grenadine and grapefruit juice and lime juice. So it's like tropical style drink, but with 4 different gins instead of 4 different rums. So I'm like, what are there comments on this one? Use different gins. All right. Harold Bjergo. Awesome name. What's that? That's with the O. That's Swedish or Scandinavian anyway? What's an embassy? Let's just explore cocktails while we wait. Fuck off with those fucking ads. What is it? Embratriz Blanco Americano. Okay, I don't have that. And I'm not getting it just to make the cocktail. Gin sour. Okay. Subtle flavors, yellow chartreuse add additional herbal taste. Oh, there are a million cocktail books in the world, and I would need to raise my profile 100-fold at a minimum to make it worthwhile. 2 Australian YouTube channels have a cocktail book, Steve the Bartender and Cara Devine, and they're both really good. And particularly Steve the Bartender has much more than 100 times higher profile than me. I think the Winchester sounds good. I'll probably make it tomorrow night. So I need to put a little bit of effort into the video. I just decided I wasn't up for it. What's a Blackthorn number 5? Is that like a Mambo number 5? Slow gin, dry vermouth, lemon juice. All these things. An ocean shore. Just ticking through. These are all. Oh God, what's this ad? Should we click on this and get weird friggin' Temu stuff? I bet that's Temu. It's not even saying what it is. It's just weird gadgets. Like, what's this? The thing that makes chips? I had one of those growing up. Vapes? Is that what that is? It's a sort of coffee maker. Some bags, a purse, and weather station. God, the spectrum of stuff they have on Temu, like a welder. What the fuck? A welder. A meatball maker. A peeler. Temu has such weird shit. Oh, a potato ricer. A pineapple peeler. Netting bags. Oh, lots of handbags. I mean, Temu's weird. And yes, Celtic, the channel is the closest thing to a cookbook for the future. But, you know, never say never, I guess. I think if I go glassware, like, okay, let's just put cocktail in Temu and see what it brings up. Yes, okay, cocktail sets, a set of drink umbrellas, lots of cocktail picks and drink umbrellas, almost sold out. That seems expensive for a cocktail shaker. Glass cocktail shaker. All these things that are almost sold out. Okay, Temu, I believe you. You're not fucking faking me out. Ooh, colourful margarita glasses. Cocktail picks, another shaker. A bar table with chairs. I mean, that's pretty good. There's no way I would buy a $300 table from Temu, although it says it's local. What does that mean? I would only buy furniture locally, as in I'd physically go out and get it. Lots of cocktail sets and shakers. Ooh, one of those octopus glasses that just seem A, really difficult to clean, and B, perilously easy to break. So I would never get them. What else? Ooh, ceramic tiki mugs. So many cocktail sets. Oh God, that fish thing again looks diabolically difficult to clean and diabolically easy to break. 2 reasons I won't get it. Or cocktail smoker, that's always fun. I haven't smoked any of my cocktails for. Oh, actually, I see, does Temu sell? And I'm not buying anything from Temu, but I'm just bored. I'm going to look. Clear ice mold. Sort of. Yep. That's a proper one. $50. A clear sphere for $15. That's interesting. So I think that thing makes one clear ice. Yeah. And this one makes 2. They take up a bit of space. Oh, and the tiny little cubes on a mat. Which every time I've seen someone use one of those, it looks like way more trouble than it's worth. And none of these are actually clear ice molds, but the first couple were. I'll keep doing it my way. I got clear ice in here that I just made with an insulated coffee. Man, oh man, that fucking clarified cocktail is good. Hey, Justin. Chatting with Toby, Celtic King, and randomly look. Oh man, I wasn't actually showing the Temu stuff. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I hate it when I do that. Oh well, I'm sick of Temu anyway. Time release. Am I in the middle of gin cocktails? I think I am. Dry white port. Who the fuck has dry white port, honestly? Gin, dry white port, sloe gin, yellow chartreuse. Okay, if I don't go dry white port and go vermouth, then this is like a sweeter martini. Improved. What's an improved gin cocktail? That's dry gin, gum syrup, maraschino, poker's bitters. Wow. So that's a gin old fashioned with a little bit of absinthe. Man, I might make that. And fuck 1 and 2/3 shots of gin. I just do 2 shots of gin, bar spoon of gum syrup. Wait a sec, mils. Half a bar spoon of maraschino, bitters, and a dash of absinthe. I mean, I like that. All the improved cocktails. The gin cocktail was in the 1862 Bartender's Guide and Bon Vivant's Companion. Improved version was in the 2nd edition. Gum syrup, gin, 1 or 2 dashes of curacao. Oh, he said curacao. Okay, the improved gin condo. So it's basically gin and very light flavors. 5 mils of syrup, 2.5 mils of maraschino, dashes of bitters, dash of absinthe. Damn, I might try that. Hey, Strictly Sega, how are you going? Sorry, I'm rambling and looking at cocktail recipes. Oh my god. Okay, that clarified cocktail I made to do is every bit as good as I thought it might be. God damn. And the clarifying, I did a mix of Greek yogurt and dairy milk, and it just got this silky smooth mouthfeel. I'll try not to say mouthfeel too often, but actually, I need to add that to my list so I don't forget it. Where's my Trello? Got to add this to Trello. Okay, it's the improved gin cocktail. Actually, so I should show what I'm actually doing. Ah, surprises. We like surprises. Right. So my Trello, which is a simple project management tool. So improved gin cocktail. I think I'll make this a short video because it's relatively easy. And YouTube theoretically is allowing shorts up to 3 minutes now anyway. So going to say 60 mils dry gin. What's it? 5 mils of gum syrup. 2.5 mils maraschino liqueur. 2 dashes bitters. 1 dash absinthe. Save. Okay. So now I will do that at some point. Yeah, I noticed also I checked the tracking thing for the little packarders sending to you in WA, strictly Sega, and Ozpost are not being very optimistic with their timelines. Like they're saying they're not expecting to deliver it till mid next week, which is quite a bit slower than I thought it might be. I was kind of hoping you'd maybe get it for Friday night, and maybe you will. Maybe Ozpost were just being cautious, circumspect. There's another word I wanted to use there. Conservative, being conservative with their estimate. So, but they're saying mid next week. Chris, how are you doing? Oh, I saw that video. I saw that you posted a video review of a monopod. You said it was really good. Meaning to watch that because very interested in the idea of you finding a monopod that you think is the best monopod ever, given that I've used variations on monopods on and off over the years. I was also thinking of experimenting with different styles of doing cocktail videos. And I don't have any more definite idea than that. Like, well, maybe there's another way, because I've been doing them pretty straight down the line. Like, here I am, I'm making a cocktail, I'm talking about a cocktail. I have in the past done a couple of different styles. And, I was glad that I experimented, but something that they didn't take off, become huge audience favorites or anything. So I stopped doing it. Yep, we have an increased amount of freedom. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I saw that video was there today. I'll watch it tomorrow. Watch it. So Celtic, a gym, videos outside. Oh, God. Hanging out flies about the homosexual agenda. Oh, my God. He was at the gym. Violence isn't the answer, but if he got punched in the head for doing that, he'd friggin' deserve it. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I got a replacement rum because I emptied a bottle of rum, and this is just intended to be what we call the workhorse rum, just like everyday use rum. And so it was one of the less expensive ones in Dan's, and it's an Australian one. It was on special, which is why it was cheaper. And I've never had it. It's from Adelaide. And just for fun, I'm going to do a taste-off of some rums. So I'm going to go around here. Get my tasting glasses, little mini Glencairns. Was that a ding? My New Foods message? Seems later than other weeks. But anyway, it always catches me by surprise on Thursday. And I always say that it always catches me by surprise because you reckon it wouldn't, but every time it goes up, I'm like, yeah. Oh, and I made a new liqueur here because I finished the last one and got my special syrup in it, which takes a little while to fully integrate. So I've got to agitate it every now. And I used the last of my special syrup, so I made a new batch of my special syrup. Anyway, so 23rd Street Distillery Signature Rum. Let's crack one open. Cracking open one of the boys with a cold one. I think that's how that saying goes. All right. So, I'm also, because this syrup uses all cooking spices and apple, and so I'm also making a spiced whiskey and a spiced brandy. Okay, but gin time. So 23rd Street. I think we'll do another Australian rum. Jimmy rum. rum. Now, shall we do some international rums? Or should we just do an Australian rum off? I think we will. I've got enough Australian rums. Okay, Archie Rose. So we got Queensland, Bundaberg, Sydney, Melbourne, Mornington Peninsula, and Adelaide. So, state versus state. Which I did hear the ding that time. Now, was that the reminder one, or was it another message? No, U-Foods going to deliver, and the ETA for tomorrow, which is always interesting to know. About lunchtime. Okay. Yep, it's the rum down under, Chris. So, we do the Bundaberg, 1961. 37, slightly lower alcohol content, 37%. 1961 rum, aged for 1,961 days. Okay. Archie Rose, triple molasses, 45%. From Sydney Town. Blend of 3 different rums made with 3 different sorts of molasses. Jimmy Rum, Rum is actually 50%. Damn, we're going up. I maybe should do them in ascending order of alcohol content. And 23rd Street is 40%. So yeah. Ooh, that was a satisfying pop. Very satisfying glug glug. I don't know if the microphone picked it up from that distance. Nice bit of glug glug ASMR. But yes, they're all different alcohol content. So try them from lowest to highest. All right. Oh, yeah. Gee, you've not been here for a while. I've been streaming from here for like a year or more. As my son's bedroom from when he lived here. Oh, you did get the sound. Nice. Well, that would be nice if the Greens defeated a corrupt Labor MP. There is, in fact, a bed right next to me, yes. So, your locals run out of Canadian Club except for a bottle of 12-year-old, letting you buy drinks from at regular prices. Nice. Nice. Yeah, okay. All right, so Bundaberg, lowest alcohol content. To warm it up a bit to release some aromas. He was like, ooh, very, very rum aromas. Oh, that classic rum's always got that like overripe fruit smell. Which overripe fruit? A little bit banana, a little bit pineapple. Oh, this is almost smoky. I wonder what sort of barrel they had it in. Ooh, who told you that? Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth while tasting. Whiskey tasting. You get all sorts of weird things. Very sort of burnt toffee, like, and not in a bad way. You know, you get some toffee's really mild, but some toffee is darker and has some real flavor. That's what this is reminding me of. I feel like that picked up a lot from the barrel it was aged in. Okay, a little bit of water to rinse la palate. Should, in fact, put a bit of the mineral water in there to do that. So you get your Bushmills? That's Irish, yeah? So there's a friend who worked for an American booze company. Told you that one? There you go. Get all sorts of little tips from people. There are a range of opinions on how to do it. Oh, yeah. No, Justin, when you said corrupt, I assume you just meant corrupt, because corruption and the Labour Party usually not that far apart. Okay, 23rd Street, the one I've never had before. I've had all the other ones before. It's actually fairly similar aroma. Really different taste, though. It's like honey and bananas. Doesn't have the sort of darker, smokier notes the Bundaberg has. Oh, it's quite nice. The American Booze Company or an American Booze Company? Irish Bushmills. Okay, yeah, but there's only it's like 3 distillers in the world. They buy all the independent. As soon as an independent thing's successful, one of the really big ones buys it. Ooh. Oh man. Okay. That is easier drinking than the Bundaberg one. It's much lighter. Is it called the American Booze Company, or are you just talking about an unnamed American booze company? Yeah, did you do a 35-page tax return to say you owe them nothing? God, speaking of which, I should do my Australian one before I get in trouble. Cleanse the palate. Okay, so we're jetting around the country erratically. We went from Brisbane to Adelaide, and now next strength-wise, we're jetting back to Sydney for the Archie Rose Triple Molasses Rum. Okay, that's much more subtle aroma-wise. Take a really deep whiff and it all burns the sinuses. Yep, that is much more subtle aroma-wise. Ooh, it really sticks to the glass. It's not like water. You see where it was on the glass. That's interesting. All right, let's try it. Well, that's different again, but quite yummy again. It's almost an orangey flavor in this one. Much brighter, fruitier flavor. Well, I'm reserving judgment, Chris. Shall I have the fourth one? But what's interesting is they've all been different. Proximo spirits. Okay, final one, the 50% ABV. Jimmy Rums, a rum. Ooh. That smells really different again. It's much more vanilla. Really doesn't have the overripe fruit aroma. Yeah, it's vanilla for days, man. Mm. Surprisingly light taste. Oh, then what's the thing? God, it literally just popped into my head that it tastes a bit like pecan pie. Yeah, that ooh, well, it really sits on the tongue though. But that caramelized, slightly nutty flavor. You've got a recipe for gay juice. Okay. Mm. Okay, I think I'd use the Jimmy rum when I really wanted the rum flavor. Like maybe if I was making an old fashioned or something where I really wanted the rum flavor to carry through. But sort of much lighter and more enjoyable are the 23rd Street and Archie Rose. And I kind of like the Archie Rose different because it had this orangey flavor in it, which was quite nice. Seeing the US tax system is dumb. 300-page tax returns say they own nothing. Yeah, apparently the American tax code is like Encyclopedia Britannica. That's the rumor I've heard. Anyway. Ooh. Cleanser de palate now. That's good stuff. Oh, yes, musical aviator. Dr. Abigail did go to PAX. Did Swordcraft folk have a table? Who knows? Oh my God. There was a movie on Swordcraft, the anime version of Swordcraft. And we'd been seeing all these stupid, very thin premises for movies, the emoji movie. I was going to call for a second, I was calling it the Dirty Pigs movie, but it's the Angry Birds movie. I got antagonist and protagonist mixed up. There's probably a movie called the Dirty Pigs movie. But then I was going past the cinema and a cinema that specialized in showing anime stuff, and they had Swordcraft movie, and I didn't look at it properly, and I thought it said Wordcraft, so I thought it was about that really shitty text program from 20 years ago. I thought it was like word art, Wordcraft, and I was like, oh my God, they'll make a movie out of fucking anything. And then I looked at, oh no, it's Swordcraft. It's not Wordcraft. So Chris, you're saying the US tax code, library of loopholes, not far. Oh yeah, all you need is money to dodge tax big time. You think Americans are not known for efficiency? Known for inefficiency. Okay. A weird joke I remember from years ago. It was an American joke, and there are a few variations of this joke. There's a big international automakers convention, and a guy from Ferrari, and a guy from Mercedes-Benz, and a guy from General Motors are all in the men's room taking a piss at the same time. And the guy from Ferrari washes his hand and gets 2 sheets of paper and just really thoroughly dries his hands, and he says, at Ferrari they teach us to be thorough. And then the German from Mercedes washes his hands and just gets one sheet of paper and just really meticulously dabs away the water. He says, at Mercedes-Benz, they teach us to be precise and not wasteful. And the guy from GM just walks out without washing his hands, saying, at GM, they tell us not to piss on our hands. They're like, so there you go. And that was a fairly poor telling of that joke. I've seen better tellings of it, but oh, that's right, kids. Oh my God, there was such a funny story with the council voting going on. One guy in council wards, his signs are getting stolen, and he's pretty annoyed by that. And it is actually, you can be charged with a criminal offence for stealing election posters. And so he decides he's hiding some Apple AirTags on some of his posters that were in prominent positions. And he's monitoring, and sure enough, he sees, tracking the AirTags, the poster is moving. Someone's stealing it and they're moving. He's going, okay. And he tracks it. And you'll never guess where it tracks to. It tracks to right in front of his main rival's house. And he reports it to the police, and there's a bit of investigation. And apparently a CCTV near where the signs were stolen showed someone taking down the signs and loading it into the back of a Mazda that looked like the same Mazda this competitor owned. And a CCTV near this guy's place showed a Mazda pulling in front of his house at the time the AirTag said they arrived there. And so when the cops questioned this guy, and I think the media bailed him up as well, and it's like, so your opponent's signs got stolen and ended up in front of your place in a car that looks like your car? And he went, well, I don't know what that is. That's a coincidence. I didn't do it. I would never. That's just got to be something else. Which is just hilarious. Do your local attentions, the halfest of half-assed attempts. Oh, okay. The recipe for gay juice. Oh, fireball. So cinnamon whiskey, butterscotch liqueur, triple sec, butterscotch syrup, lemon juice. Good Lord. I was about to say butterscotch syrup. That actually wouldn't be that hard to make. Just put butterscotch lollies in hot water and they dissolve into a syrup. It's music over here. Council ballots, multiple choice test at school. Actually, Mrs. Angry is really serious. She does everything she can to actually know what the councillors stand for, which is interesting. Justin Oz post van got stolen, triggering the Victorian Electoral Commission to issue an alert for people to get a replacement ballot. There you go. Oof. All right. I am gonna make myself an old-fashioned with this I made a little while ago. I made spiced brandy and spiced whiskey. There's just a little bit of spiced whiskey left. So all right. See how much of it is left. Gonna do a little bit of sugar syrup. That'll do. Probably only needs that much. We shall see. Now, I don't know how much is left, but I don't think there's that much. Oh, that is just about perfect. Just about the perfect amount for. Oh my fucking god! I just poured half of that on my bar. Oh, so wasteful. I did that. Yum. Yeah, don't want to waste that. That's really fucking good. Dash bitters. Okay. Musical aviator used to care about voting below the line. Specific beast with specific senators. Last election supposed to kick Morris now. Yeah, that's what you want to do. I was always sure of who I wanted first, like voting below the line, who I wanted first and who I wanted last. And fuck any of those dodgy fucking preference deals people do. Yeah, that would be the ultimate. If I made gay juice and spilt it and slurped it up off the bar. So I'd be slurping up the gay juice. Yes. God damn. Oh, God, Safa, coronal mass ejections can affect everything. Like a really bad one would destroy all fucking communications and possibly the whole electricity grid. So music about it. Yeah, 5G, particularly susceptible to solar flares. You think maybe not fiber, but yes, copper. And yes, a bad solar flare would take out the electricity grid. Oh god, do you ever get those really big Senate ones? And it's like they're just this ridiculous fucking thing, and it's like I feel like being Kent Brockman. I said it before and I'll say it again. Democracy doesn't work. Okay, that's fucking awesome. Well, I'm really glad I'm making more of that spiced whiskey because it's fucking amazing. So, Chris, with your technical knowledge, solar flares can cause issues. Had one as big as the Carrington event earlier this year. Not much happened, so I don't know anymore. Well, again, we don't know what we don't know. And it's got to do with the direction. You know, we're a long way from the sun. Anything can happen between then and there. We are at the mercy of the cosmos. Various things could sweep through from space and fuck us up with no warning or very little warning. So it's just one of those things. Probably doesn't pay to think about it too much because you spend your life being paranoid, and that's no way to go through life. But it's a very real possibility that some cosmic force could fuck us up at any moment. Oof, don't get me started on doomsday scenarios because there's so many plausible ones. Oh, that's so fucking good, actually. Yum-o. Hell, I don't have any meetings tomorrow, but I just have to be semi-functional. Just out of the blue, someone's probably going to fucking call me. It's just like, what? Why would you call me without messaging me first? What are you, a fucking animal? Raised by wolves? I remember you saying you were getting dropouts on Tuesday night. Were there NBN problems on Tuesday? Who knows? Yes, I'm heavily into I had a build-up of foods, so I've been having them for lunch and dinner this week. And so I'm almost through because I get a new delivery tomorrow. So next week I'm probably going to have light and easy for dinner because I got a bunch of light and easies in the freezer. But because foods are only in the fridge, I had to use them for them off. I had a few different ones this week, which was fun. Yeah, party night. I'm going to make the cocktail I was looking at earlier that's 4 different sorts of gin. He came in on Wednesday. An entire ISP core network had gone offline. Damn, dropped 10,000 customers. Ooh, why? Hey, god damn. Jesus, that's rough. Oh my god, that is so fucking good. Oh, that is. Sorry, that's like 9 out of 10 stuff. Like, as in, I'm going to make another one. No, maybe not. I'll drink my mineral water after that and then see how I feel. But that's so fucking good. Well, I'm making some of the. Right. Move these things so I don't break them. Fuck me. I almost broke that. Jesus. See, this is where this comes in handy. The label maker, Strictly Sega, sent me, because I definitely would have forgotten, because one of these is brandy and one of these is whiskey. And it's got apple and various cooking spices in there. And quite a bit of sugar would still be impregnated and all that. So these are going to be super yummy. Spiced brandy and spiced whiskey. I'll leave them for a couple of days, maybe. I might even taste them tomorrow night. Because I've heard some takes when you're doing that not to leave it for too long. Kahlua, 35 for 700 ml, so picked up a bottle. Not a huge fan. Oh, yeah. Use it in espresso martinis. Why not? Imagining designing a broadband network, 21st century relies on copper. Oh, yeah. No, it was, again, the ridiculous politics we were subjected to all those years ago. The Liberal Party fucked us in the name of politics. Oh my god, that's so good. I think maybe I do need to make one with brandy, but let's be responsible and drink some mineral water. More than slight urge to be irresponsible because, as I said, no meetings tomorrow. So people don't necessarily have to see me. I think I would be quite susceptible to solar flares because I have satellite for like my Foxtel and internet, because they said that was the only way to get the speeds here or whatever. And it's funny because it's a rental place and they installed this little satellite dish on the roof, and like Mrs. Angry is saying like, well, according to the lease, we have to ask for permission to do this. And I said, yeah, but no is not acceptable, because then they're just saying we can't have any decent internet if we don't do this. And so, yeah, a no answer from the landlord simply wasn't acceptable, so didn't ask them. And I swear to God, if when we move out, they said, hey, did you have that satellite installed? I would just go, it was like that when we got here. I mean, yeah, I think so. Or if it's just Foxtel, I don't know. Fucked if I know, man. I stopped listening to people. Is it rectangular or a small white box? It's round. It's a satellite dish on the roof, if you're talking to me. And yes, the NBN is fucked and an embarrassment. And we keep going down, 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 down in world rankings for internet speed. It's a fucking disgrace. It fucking sucks, man. It fucking sucks. So, yes. Coles claim it's just the prices that are down. In Australia, it's the quality of our internet that is down. Quality is down. That was so fucking funny when Coles started that ad thing, you know, to the tune of the Status Quo song "Down Down," and as the story goes, and because it was some shitty cover version, the story goes after Coles had been running it for a while. It's like Status Quo actually found out about it, and they were like, why not like pay us to be on the ads? And Coles are like, would you do that? And they said, yep, we're old and need to supplement our pensions. We'll do that. And then they appeared on the Coles ads, which is funny. And yes, that is the real kicker is we pay too much for a shit service. Enchiladas are fucking yum. I love Mexican food. Shriki say, yeah, I've sat at your mum's farm, load of shit. No, well, I get really good speeds. And again, this is me not paying attention to technical things. I don't know if the satellite's just Foxtel. I thought it was the internet too, because they basically said we have to do this. Don't understand why there isn't a push for better internet. Yeah, it's just fucked politics, man. You thought it was pure corporate cringe from the start. Well, it kind of was. You've got fiber to the premises. Noise. Noise stuff. I got basically as good as I can get. Actually, I think that's not strictly true. I could pay more and get faster, but fuck no. Ugh. So music way better. Flight Sim coming out next week. Pretty much world scenery, Microsoft servers, talking about how many MIPS. Oh no. Yes, if it's all on their server and it's down to your internet connection, that would be shit. Forcing people to do online shit is bullshit, man. No such thing as never in politics, Safa. Labor could change their mind. Liberals could change the policy. That's where we're fucked, yo. We are at the whim of the corporate masters because the fucking political parties do what they're paid to do. He said, sounding real fucking cynical. Oh dear. You're excited for new Flight Sim because the possibilities. Oh, filmmaking, yeah. Yeah. Oh, hiccup. Using it for filmmaking. News Gave saying some tests of Flight Sim is showing 180 MIPS bandwidth at times of test machines. Damn, we'd be in trouble. Strictly say you get 120 a month, you get 1,000 MIPS. It was very funny when I worked for a uni and suddenly realizing because, and this is like Melbourne Uni, but I think it's all the unis, they have internet hubs. And the speeds at Melbourne Uni were ridiculous. Also, just like Wi-Fi, like walking around campus on your phone, connecting to Wi-Fi that's like 10 times faster than most fiber connections to homes in Australia. It was just wild because they're one of Australia's internet nodes. Mm. Yes. Safa, the unis might well be a hub for downloading porn. I mean, not saying that uni students are exceptionally horny, but, they are. So it's like, yeah, you take your personal laptop or phone to uni, download a few terabytes of porn and watch it when you get home. Or, possibly. I didn't do that. Don't know what anyone else is doing, but I certainly wasn't doing that. I think it's quite small percentage of uni students are mature age. I mean, we could search what percent of Australian uni students are mature age. Around 40% of students are 25 or older. Hey, you're really mature age when you get to 30 and over. This is an ABC article from 2018. Mature age students increasingly filling Australia's universities. I love we're talking about. Sorry, this is me being cynical and old. 25 mature age. Okay. For me, the mature age students are 30 and above. But obviously, when they're saying mature age, they mean people aren't coming straight from school and shit. So I suppose 20 is reasonable. Yes, you're 30 and over. Ha! That would be a vain hope. And particularly, it would be a vain hope that even the over 30-year-old uni students are mature. Well, okay, so I was joking, but I legit didn't try to get porn on the uni campus, so I don't know. You have people watching movies all the time on your Plex. Noise. Well, this ABC article was calling people over 25 mature age students. So, whereas for me, I'd say 30 and over, but there's always, when you're at uni, there's a differentiation between straight from school and have been out in the world for a while. And thinking back here, when I was 18 going to uni, if someone in first year was 25, I'd be going, you're fucking old. Because that's what you like when you're a teenager, a dick. Not saying that people stop being dicks when they're not teenagers anymore, because a lot of people don't. But I think when you're a teenager, a big part of thinking people mid-20s are old is insecurity. Like, you think they're way more together and cooler than you because you have this weird idea that older people have their shit together. And then you get to be an older person and you go, oh my God, I think they were all lying to me. I think they were bluffing the whole time. That they don't really have it together. Because now I'm old and I don't have it together. And yes, I had O Week, which is fun. Even though I wasn't living on campus, I made sure to join people on campus for O Week. So Shuki Sega, do it so people aren't tied down to signing up to 10 freaking streaming services. Yeah. I do have a few streaming services. You know, it just goes. We finished watching Mad Men with Mrs. Angry this week. Finally watched the final series. Fucking great show. Just an incredible show. Such good characters. And the character of Don Draper, I think, is incredible. Because just looking at him visually, the character of Don Draper he's hyper masculine. Like, he's got these classic Hollywood good looks. He's tall. He's not a bodybuilder, but he's really solidly built. sort of movie star handsome. He's ultra male, but the character is so flawed and so insecure and so lost. It's just an incredible um, piece of TV. It's amazing. So music over when you're young, old people know what's up when you're 43. Boomers falling from scans. Yeah, well, yes, definitely going to uni at 16 or 17. Definitely not mature. And I think that is a fair statement, Justin. The majority of teenagers first socialize with older people at uni or the workforce, either when they go into the workforce or if they go to uni. Because obviously, if you go into the workforce, you end up interacting with older people, pretty much whatever job you have. Oh yeah, and Don's backstory being dirt poor and on a farm, and then eventually teenage years being raised in a brothel. And how he actually took someone else's identity to try and leave his real self behind. And he denied the trauma of it for years, was using alcohol and sex to cope with the fact he was deeply traumatized. He's a lost boy. Poor Don's a lost boy. Seems to have it all, but doesn't. Sorry, Safa, talking about Mad Men. Oh my god, the one who was initially his protege. Oh my god, he fucking sucks so much. He's the fucking worst. And he got a fucking happy ending as well. But god damn. It's oh. And again, really complex characters. Also, this incidentally brings up another thing. There was a Australian series on uh, Disney Plus called so The Last Days of the Space Age. It's like Australian show. Want to give it a go, and watched the first episode, and it just didn't do it for me. And oof, I'm trying to work out why, and it's like because they're trying to do too much, and it wasn't someone's story. Like Mad Men has all these great stories, and Suffer. It was between about 2007 and 2015 was 7 series. With all these fantastic characters, Mad Men is Don Draper's story, unmistakably. But there's a dozen really good characters around him, but it's Don Draper's story. But you still get all these great stories. It's like Breaking Bad uh, is really obvious whose story it is, but there are all these other great characters. Good shows, it's really obvious whose story it is, no matter what sort of ensemble cast it is. This one, Last Days of the Space Age, it was no one's story. They were trying to do 6 or 7 different stories at the same time without giving you a focus. And I was like, trying to, should you binge watch The Acolyte? I mean, if you want to, I enjoyed it because I didn't know any of the backstory. So yeah, Mad Men finished best part of 10 years ago. And I only just watched the final season. Even though I did actually know how it ended, I wanted to see the actual execution of the ending. Peggy was good. She ends up getting what she wants, I think. Both love and she knows she's going to do well at that agency. Okay, the weird one, oh god, I've had a couple of drinks. I'm forgetting everyone's name in it. The redhead with the bazongas. Jesus, alcohol's bad, yo. Um, Can't remember her name. But she always gave me the impression of being really tall, and she's only 5'8". It's just because she was an imposing character. Oh my god, it's annoying the shit out of me that I am forgetting her name. Joan, I thought you'd come through with it, Strictly Sega. Joan. Her resolution, again, spoiler alert for a 10-year-old thing. Her resolution confused me, I guess, and I feel like they were just doing it for plot things because they've ended up in this really big agency, and all these male executives just assume they're going to have sex with her, and she doesn't want to, and she goes to the big boss, and instead of just saying, this guy thinks he's going to fuck me and I don't want to fuck him, can you tell him to stop it? I'm not going to fuck him. She says a bunch of really confrontational things without just simply saying, this guy thinks he's going to fuck me and I'm not going to, so can you please tell him to stop it because I'm not going to fuck him. And so she ends up in a completely adversarial relationship, and it probably would have been an adversarial relationship anyway. But I found myself going, wait, why didn't she just say the guy's taking it for granted he's going to fuck her and she doesn't want to fuck him? Because she ends up saying something way more confrontational than that, which just makes it look like she has an attitude. But whatevs. I think it was to give a plot point because, she gets a happy ending as well. So they actually give pretty much everyone a happy ending. Don ends up creating one of the most memorable ads of the 20th century. I don't know what a Wise Tech CEO is. Actually, maybe I do. I might have seen some headlines. But that's a whole thing. Pete, that's the weasel guy who was supposed to be Don's protege, but was actually just a gross weasel. Pete. And the motherfucker gets a happy ending, even though he's a piece of shit. But just a stunningly good show. Definitely recommend Mad Men. 7 seasons, just an amazing cavalcade of characters. Just stories that just jump and twist, and you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't know how it's going to turn out. And it just really involves you each season. It's amazing. Ugh. So definitely good. Also watched an episode of Only Murders in the Building, which is, of course, a new show on Disney Plus. It's fun. Okay, Betty Draper didn't get a good ending. No. But she kind of had a few things go her way, but I think the first 6 seasons are 13 episodes a season, and the final season is 14 episodes. And it was made for broadcast TV, for 1 hour on broadcast TV. So there's spaces for ads. So it's roughly 45 minutes an episode because it's designed to fill our 1 hour time slot with ads. So, and we didn't rewatch all of it. We watched the first couple of episodes from season 1, and then we jumped ahead to season 5, and then we watched all of season 5, 6, and 7. Fucking great show, though. Very much so. So yeah, I'm looking for some new ones to watch now. Nope, it was 14 episodes in the last season because I just watched it. It was 13 eps in the first 6 seasons. I think there's a new one, and this is also on Disney Plus. David Tennant is one of the main roles, called Rivals. set in 1986. So I don't know. Mrs. Angry and I get to relive our youth in 1986 if we watch that. Looks okay. We'll watch an episode of it and see what we think of it. Yeah, I got a little bump on my nose, which I should not scratch at because I'll probably make a scab on my nose, which I really don't want to do. Oh, sorry, you actually said the first season. Sorry. I saw that as last originally. Yeah, 13 eps in, I think, every season up until the last one. If I watch Sons of Anarchy, I think I'd have to watch it myself because I don't think Mrs. Angry would watch it. You know, the sort of hyper male violence that's in a lot of that. I've seen a few episodes of Sons of Anarchy, but I've never sat down and watched it. Actually, I just suddenly thought of something. Who's the creator of Sons of Anarchy? Ran from 2008 to 2014. So roughly the same time as Mad Men. That's the series that brought us Charlie Hunnam. Most of the other characters were established, but I think Charlie Hunnam was quite new to the world. I was looking at who's the creator, showrunner? Full cast and crew. Directed by, writing credits. Okay, look, honestly, why don't I just go Sons of Anarchy? Who gets credited as the creator? Created by Kurt Sutter. Okay. No one particularly famous. Creator, executive producer, writer, and director of some episodes. All right. For a second, I thought it might have been Taylor Sheridan, but yeah. Wore a bit thin. What was the spin-off series? Mayans. Someone I know who liked Sons of Anarchy thought the spin-off series Mayans. It's like they learned all things. Oh, okay. I do have an impulse, a pineapple juice cocktail that's not a pina colada. But I'm going to look up the recipe to make sure. What am I doing? Sorry. Look up this recipe. Yes, I do have. Oh, yeah. Okay. Better is the painkiller. So rum, preferably high proof rum, pineapple juice, orange juice, cream of coconut. Also, oh yeah, sorry, the Discord. I will put it in the Discord. The Discord under cocktails. Also, just by the by, the makeup of the painkiller makes one of the best clarified cocktails I've ever had. Use coconut cream or coconut milk as the dairy element of the milk clarified cocktail. coconut rather than dairy, and the pineapple juice, orange juice, rum just makes an absolutely fantastic clarified cocktail. But a painkiller is a really fucking good cocktail. Is simpler in many ways than a pina colada, but is very yum. And it is basically a pina colada variation. It says it was created in the Soggy Dollar Bar, the British Virgin Islands. The clientele were sailors. There's no dock, so they have to swim ashore, paying for drinks with wet dollars. It's pretty funny. Okay, so no coconut milk. Okay, well, let's just use Difford's cocktail finder. Cocktail finder with pineapple. Just what's everything with pineapple juice? 14 recipes. Okay, what do they got? A caipirinha. Pineapple lassi. Hugo special. Pina colada. Huache. Prince of Wales punch. Grounds for... I think I made grounds for divorce. You probably don't have liquor 43, which is a vanilla liqueur. Prince of Wales. Huh. So you do a version of a caipirinha. But do a simplified version. If you had lime juice, sugar syrup, that's an actual pineapple and cachaça from the freezer. Yeah, you could do a version of that. That's cachaça is a sort of brandy, a great brandy. What's your Hugo special? Pineapple, gin. Where was this one? Okay, I think they did something wrong here. Where's the friggin' cocktail finder? Go back to the cocktail finder. We want pineapple juice. That was actually crushed pineapple. Pineapple wedges. What the fuck? Why isn't there pineapple juice? Mixer packaged juice. What the fuck? Okay, that's stupid. Okay, 300 is... Okay. Okay, let's find one. Okay. I think I made pyramid punch. Again, okay, that's got special stuff that you probably don't have. Ultima palabra. Yeah, actually, rather than rely on me, I'd say go into the Difford's guide and put the pineapple juice in. Oh god, that's a funny, yeah. You go who are Hickey Doodler there, you get some wacky names in the tropical drink. Yeah, actually, I'm definitely down for a chat. Tell me what spirits and mixes you have, and I can give suggestions for what to get next. Yeah, there you go. A rum Hawaiian martini. Why not? Why not indeed? But yeah, there's like 300 recipes show up on Difford's with pineapple juice. So it's down to what you've got. So their top-rated pineapple juice drink is the East India number 2. And that's, you have brandy, orange curacao, pineapple juice, pineapple sugar syrup. Don't worry too much about that. And bitters. So that's a sidecar with pineapple juice. The sidecar is a good drink. And that's probably pretty good, actually. I think I've made it at some point. But it's their top-rated pineapple juice drink. I definitely made a pyramid punch. Okay, so I think I was mixing it. So Pisco is South American grape brandy. So you could just change it with another brandy, basically. Elderflower liqueur, pineapple juice, grapefruit juice, pimento dram, 1.25 mils. That's just like a dash. A Suzy cocktail, Pisco, God, the fucking weird things. You probably don't have chartreuse or maraschino. There's something that's a firecracker. So many of them got Pisco. Wait, which? Oh God, is Pisco rum or is? Damn, my fucking brain's not working. Ooh, Singapore Sling, of course. A French martini. If you have raspberry, I think you have raspberry liqueur, don't you? Strictly saying, I feel like you had the raspberry liqueur, the Chambord. A French martini would be the way to go. But I'd make it with whatever spirit you like. French martini is usually made with vodka, but Difford's has a variation they call the very French martini, which is made with brandy. So it's like French martini would be 60 mils of whatever spirit you want to make it with, 15 mils of Chambord, and 45 mils of pineapple juice. There you go. That's what you should make with pineapple juice, a French martini. Like Aldi orange juice. I haven't bought orange juice in ages. I just like buy oranges to make cocktail garnishes. And then when I've taken all the peel, then I juice them. And I either make cocktails with orange juice or I use it as the acid element in a clarified cocktail. Because that's the way, I like it, I just remembered what I made in that today, which explains a lot of the taste. Anyway, I'm forgetting myself. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Like I said, I don't have any meetings tomorrow, so I'm gonna make an old-fashioned with my spiced brandy. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do-ba-doo. Do-ba-doo-ba-doo. We'll make it in the glass and just go over here. And I will try not to spill as much as I spilled last time. That's my goal. Spill a little bit less than I did last time. So we just need a little bit of this. Yeah. And some of this. All right. All right. And some bitters. Got to put some bitters in there. Man, I need to get some more aromatic bitters. Okay. Let's sit down. What's the boy? Sudden what the fuck from Safa? I have no idea what you're trying to say. Australia 2 cents. Nope. I think your typing's let you down there, Safa. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's a little confusing to me. I'm just gonna mix this up. Get myself a nice extreme weather. What's your source for that? You're saying somewhere it's at -2 while somewhere else it's 38? What would be your source for that? Actually, what is our weather? A little bit volatile. Cool tomorrow and a bit of rain. Warmer on Saturday, no rain. Warmer still on Sunday, maybe a little bit of rain, then cooling down again and more rain. It's all very erratic. 16, 21, 25, 17, 18, 19, 17. On what day is that MSN weather app? Safa? And the highlands of Tassie are extremely different to the tropics of Broome. You're saying right now? Oh my God, that's so fucking good. I think, oh man, it's so good. I think the spiced whiskey might be slightly better. Weather. Oh, Australia. She's 13 in Melbourne. All right. Tasmania. Yep, okay. -2 in Tassie. And now 29 in Broome. So that is pretty fucking radical. Are you learning simple syrup? Hey Rays, what's up, man? But yeah, strictly saying, was that right? Do you have Chambord? I feel like you told me you got Chambord at some time. Oh my God, that's so fucking good. That is yum as fuck. Okay, I definitely have to taste test my new spiced brandy and spiced whiskey tomorrow night to see if they are suitably spiced. Oh yeah, whenever they do the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting or whatever, those things, they all wear like a traditional clothing and they all look like dorks, basically. But you know. God damn, that is a mighty fine frickin' drink I got there. I'm pretty goddamn happy with that. And it's just got to be a little effort of willpower to not. I think I should stop drinking alcohol now. I'll say, don't think I'll drink any more non-alcoholic because I'll have to get up multiple times in the night to pee if I do that. Need to temper my consuming of alcohol or just liquid, actually, for bedtime. Huge party night. Who the fuck knows, man? It's impossible to tell. I didn't feel very tired today, which is good because I had been feeling fatigued for most of the week. So maybe I'll be up for a big night tomorrow night. You going to a soccer preseason back by him? Whatever works, dude. I hope you enjoy the soccer match. Are you playing or just watching? No, either way, I hope you enjoy yourself. Oh, yeah. Mrs. Angriest Lad, honestly, he's back today. He was at his dad's place for a little while. The other day, he was still sounding a bit congested and snotty, but way better than he was last week. Okay, so it's going to be huge because you'll be here. Nice. Off on a shift. Dang, okay. With armor guard. Alrighty, all the best for the shift. I hope nothing stupid happens. Had a barbecue. Why, you had me say hello to I guess there was someone there with you, yeah. Okay, you know what? When I was randomly looking for something else, like freaking Edge pushes all these things on it. I want to share this because I wanted to look at this list. Oh, you're getting qualifications. I see. Okay, more money, less work. That's what we like to hear. Okay, but there's this thing. Where is it? Wait, where the fuck is it? Is it that? Oh, it's okay. No, wait. Oh, there it is. Jesus. Okay, let's look at this list and see what we think about it. All right. We're going to get just a shit ton of fucking ads because of how this fucking site works. But 34 much-watched films with 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, that's not even giving us the name of something. Leave No Trace. Okay, not familiar with that one. Yeah, we're just going to get so many fucking ads. Toy Story 2. I mean, yeah, Toy Story 2 is good. Daughters 2024. It's a documentary. Okay. Not familiar with it. Stop Making Sense. Ooh. Talking Heads concert film. Okay. His House. Oh, is this another black people horror film where white people are the monsters? Because I love those. Meet Me in St. Louis, a 1944 film. Good Lord. Young Judy Garland. Laura, 1944. Oh, they're trying to be hip and edgy, putting films like that in. Oh, Grave of the Fireflies. That's on Netflix. I don't know if I can bring myself to watch something that depressing. The Gold Rush. Yeah, they're definitely being hipsters with this list. Crip Camp, A Disability Revolution, 2020. Damn. Three Colors Red. I never watched these films. These were like 90s art house films. There was three of them. We're calling Nanette a movie? I do like the show. Sugarcane 2024. Another Sundance one. Okay. Terminator. Yeah, classic. Why not? Oh, I saw that when it came out. Local Hero. 1983. Ooh, classic 80s. And then Toy Story. They have the Toy Story. Honeyland. There's another doco. Philadelphia Story, 1940. Yeah, they're definitely trying to say they're cool because and Pinocchio. I Am Celine Dion. I'm not going to watch that. Actually, the 3 Sunrise films are worth watching. Singing in the Rain. So these apparently have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. One Cut of the Dead. Never heard of it. A zombie comedy from Japan with 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow. Athlete A, another doco. Oh, Tampopo, that's a classic. All about food. To get the perfect noodles. Slalom 2020, a French drama. Never heard of it? Cool Hand Luke, fucking classic. I do love that one. Secret Love 2020, a Netflix doco. Okay. Ooh, the 1957 12 Angry Men. Like I said, I think they're just trying to be hipsters. Superman, the Christopher Reeve story. Okay, another doco. Taxi to the Dark Side. There's a lot of docos in there. Kind Hearts and Coronets. Yeah, again, they're being fucking wankers, honestly. Bright Lights. Another doco. Bait, a British movie, 2019. Set in Cornwall using a hand-cranked camera. Huh. Okay. That list didn't really set me on fire, quite honestly. You love Gene Kelly and musicals? You love Local Hero. I like that movie. I literally saw it when it came out. Grave of the Fireflies is just too fucking depressing, though. Like Barefoot Gen. Philadelphia Stories, Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart. Good cast. Oh, Safa, you should watch Tampopo. It's about finding the perfect noodles. It's a really fun movie. Very weird. 12 Angry Men. Yeah, I mean, I'm being cynical. I like classic old movies too. I'm being cynical saying like, oh yeah, whoever put that list together is trying to say, look, I'm edgy. I'm putting films from the 1940s in here. And yes, hand in hand with being a laser geek. Because certainly initially Laserdiscs were very much aimed at film buffs. So they're making sure your classic films were on Laserdisc. Oof. Oh my God, that's so fucking good. All right. You know what? Oh, those are really Christmassy flavors, those the spiced whiskey and spiced brandy. You know what? Might make it Christmas cocktails for the regulars again. Inherit the Wind is about being a school teacher who's trying to teach Darwin in a southern town. Nice. The movie Spencer Tracy. Another awesome actor finding out in court. Okay, that sounds pretty full on. I like that. Safa is the who gets Christmas. Oh, if you're a good boy, Safa, it could be you. Same as didn't I do it last year? I don't know. Just for the regulars. We got to decide. I'm thinking because I swear to fuck, this spiced brandy and spiced whiskey I made are so fucking good. Like they're amazing. Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, and because I appreciate everyone joining in the streams. So maybe send Chris, or maybe even this one. This is my special liqueur. This is the latest. It's looking like the sugar syrup is maybe integrating. So this is actually a blend. See how dark that is? This is a blend of whiskey, brandy, and rum with my special spiced apple brown sugar syrup. Yeah, dude, we never know what we're going to talk about. But I think you genuinely like the movie Tampopo. It's a good movie. Oh yeah, controversial old movies are freaking great. I haven't had Maggi noodles in ages. I have to admit, I got into the Indomie, which is not Maggi. Oh God, Billy Wilder did so many amazing movies. The um, the Indomie noodles I got into. Um, they're fucking great, and you can use them as a base and add other stuff. So effectively, this is the base for my eggnog recipes. Because eggnog, I like using my spiced apple brown sugar syrup and doing a mix of brandy, rum, and whiskey. So that's effectively the base. So you then do the non-alcoholic bit, which is, egg, milk, cream, sugar. That's it, meagering. I was forgetting the name of the Indomie meagering. And honestly, yeah, the Maggi Oriental, I have to admit, I did the classic in my youth when I was unemployed on the Dole shared house, eating a lot of 2-minute noodles. And even a bit of cheese on those 2-minute noodles was pretty good. Like I often wouldn't have the broth, which it probably should have. I would drain it out and have the noodles and put some cheese in them and be yummy. Now I've got this urge. Maybe I should go out and get those noodles again because I feel like I haven't had them in a decade or something. Although the youngins used to like making stuff with those noodles as well. Yeah, mi goreng, every boarding school boy's best friend. Also, unemployed people's best friend. Yeah, God, now I've got the urge to go out and get some instant mi goreng noodles. Not, well, 2-minute noodles. I might do it this weekend. We'll see. Yes. You'll have this. Get the noodles. I might get the noodles this weekend. Uh, 5 flavors of mi goreng. Oh my God, you can actually get mi goreng chips, like the Indomie flavor crisps. Actually, yes, it is a great side. It really is. Yeah, now I'm thinking maybe I'll get them this weekend. Oh yeah, noodles with steak and veg. Yes. Marinate the steak. Yeah, steak, chicken, pork, any meat, any meat with the noodles. Yeah, no, I've seen them. Yeah, and they're actually branded Indomie mi goreng chips. They're not always there, but I don't know. Look in the supermarkets, particularly like in the Asian food section, and they kind of taste like Indomie mi goreng noodles, except in chip form. Because it's you get the packet of the spices, and that's clearly what's on the chips. Okay, now I'm just feeling the urge to friggin' look it up. Okay. I'll just search on a supermarket site. Mi goreng chips. Does it come up? Yes, it does. Look, okay. Oh my God, and they're on special this week at Woolies. Look, okay, I got to share this. Am I streaming on Halloween? That's Thursday. Oh, I'll probably have to. We get a shit ton of kids coming through here. Might be a late start on Halloween. Yeah, okay, so I got to show you. I found them. They're even on special this week at Woolies. Check that out. Indomie mi goreng chitato. Fried noodle flavored ruffled chips. They're okay. I have actually had them because I saw them once and couldn't resist and got them. They're not bad. It's a fun thing to try. So there you go. Indomie mi goreng chips. Gee, I feel like I've checked, but yeah, okay. Next Thursday is Halloween. Oh, that was okay, I've already. Oh no, wait. Okay, I will put it in the Discord. We will. I'll just fucking put it in general, I guess. So I put a link to them in general. Key lime chocolate. I mean, honestly, that sounds good. Oh God, I've got to decide, and I might even throw this out to the other people who have cocktail channels on YouTube. I was thinking of doing an infusion because I have this dipping chocolate, white chocolate, and I'm thinking infuse a spirit, like just basically mix the white chocolate in with a spirit and then leave it there for a while and then filter it eventually. I'm thinking like, what spirit would taste best in what spirit would taste best infused with white chocolate? And the other one was the Biscoff. We always talked about infusing something with Biscoff spread. Gonna work out which spirit would taste better. All right. Yeah, look, you know what? I'm going to add a text channel that's just called Interesting Links. Okay. So, yeah, I just added a text channel called Interesting Links. What's Biscoff? Oh my God. Okay. So, Biscoff is a European biscuit, sweet biscuit. And, okay, you know what? Fuck it. What is Biscoff? I'm trying to get someone else to give a description of what it is. A Belgian shortbread type biscuit, traditionally made with wheat flour, candy syrup, oil, salt, cinnamon. Crispy yet chewy. So it's like, okay, it's like a caramel shortbread. It's like a dark shortbread, but they also make it as, oh, you reckon it's gingerbread? I don't really think it's gingerbread. But it's a more flavorful shortbread. But they also make a spread like Nutella that's Biscoff based. So cinnamon caramel, maybe, yeah. But they also make it a spread like Nutella. And we talked about this ages ago on the stream, getting some of that and infusing it into some spirit. And I got to like, what spirit would taste best infused with Biscoff spread. I kind of lean towards brandy. Oh, like Bailey's is like cream liqueur. Oh my God, now I say it though. My fucking Archie Rose coffee whiskey would probably go really well infused with Biscoff. You know, Bailey's? Okay. Irish cream made of cream, cocoa, and Irish whiskey. Oh shit, dude. I have... Yeah, but I don't know. That's already a thing, though. So maybe just whiskey instead of cocoa. Oh shit. Maybe next time I make eggnog, get the whiskey brandy rum combo and soak that in Biscoff and then strain that out and have the Biscoff flavor in the eggnog. Maybe that Biscoff eggnog. Does that sound fucking killer or does that sound fucking killer? Yeah, whiskey, coffee, and Biscoff. Yeah. How much? Because I was keeping an eye on things like I had used up my workhorse brandy and my workhorse rum. So I actually went to Dan's today and got replacements. And I'm very low on cherry liqueur and I'm very low on Benedictine. But neither of those were on special. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to wait till I either completely run out of the cherry or Benedictine or when I see them on special. Fucking yeah, Biscoff eggnog. I reckon that's... Although I actually have a shit ton of eggnog in the fridge at the moment. But I'm thinking of Biscoff eggnog. Yes, cirrhosis isn't enough. We've got to throw in the diabetes as well. But I also want to check how much of my... Because I don't like coffee that much, but the Archie Rose Blasphemy is just a good amount of whiskey flavor for me. God, there's not that much of it. And Archie Rose are doing a special at the moment. If you buy a bottle, they give you free cans of their mixed drink. I want to look that up again. Okay, where are we? Archie Rose Distillery. No, okay. Do they still sell the Blasphemy? I should check that out. Shop. That comes under whiskey? God, maybe they don't sell Blasphemy anymore. Maybe I've got the last ever Blasphemy. God, that'd be a fucking thing, wouldn't it? Whiskey, single malt. Single malt. Good whiskey, dry malt. Oh, they still sell... Oh, it's marked down. Ooh, maybe if I get a replacement bottle of Blasphemy, I'll get 12 cans of their premix. Maybe. Because, okay, Archie Rose Blasphemy infused with Biscoff. That would be a fucking thing. Fuck it, you know what? I might just do it with the little bit I've got left. Okay. I'm going to do that tomorrow and maybe infuse it for a week or so, and see what's what. Okay, well that's now I've got a plan. We're going to infuse the Archie Rose Blasphemy coffee infused whiskey with Biscoff and see what that turns into, because I think that's going to turn into something pretty friggin' schmick, quite honestly. But that weird bit of rambling has brought us up to 10 o'clock. And I'm going to go to bed. I'm not overdoing it tonight. But tomorrow night, different story. Party night could be a whole thing. I can imagine you getting really sick of night shift, actually. Hard-working man. But I am going to go to bed. So I bid all you fine people farewell and good night. And we'll see what party night brings us. See how long I last. Who the fuck knows? Because I'm not streaming on Saturday night. It's a date night. But you all take care, and I'll see you another time. Play the outro with the abusive animation.
You are totally